Breaking news.
Good evening to you. I'm Brian Sanders. That breaking news, the attorney for the OSU crash suspect says a mental evaluation shows Adacia Chambers is mentally incompetent and in need of a psychological evaluation. Meanwhile, the Payne County District Attorney filed formal charges against Chambers today, 4 counts of second-degree murder and 46 counts of assault. Also, just into our newsroom, just released 911 calls from the scene of the crash that killed 4 people and injured dozens more. And we do want to warn you, the calls are dramatic. Wow, 2 words for you, reporter Joe Hinkie, live in Stillwater after talking to Chambers' attorney and one of her neighbors. Joe.
Well, Brian, here are all 50 charges she is now facing. The 4 second-degree murder charges, if convicted, could lead to at least 10 years apiece in jail. Also today here at the Payne County Courthouse, we're still awaiting the court's decision on a mental evaluation after both sides are now requesting mental evaluations.
She lived at the end of a quiet Stillwater street. Cameron McNeely lived across from Adacia Chambers for a few months and occasionally saw her coming and going.
Just seeing her speeding all the way down here and just pull in and ran out the car and then ran in the house, and then she'd run back out and get in the car and then leave again and just speed off. That was the only times I've really seen her.
McNeely says he pieced together what happened on homecoming day and saw his neighbor's arrest through social media.
Eventually a video came up and we saw the car and it was the same exact car, and then they posted a picture of her, and it was just crazy figuring out that that was really her.
Now formally charged today with driving into the OSU homecoming parade, killing 4 people and injuring 46 more. Lawyers on both sides want Chambers to undergo a mental evaluation. The Payne County District Attorney writes the state believes the defendant is competent, while Chambers' lawyer, Tony Coleman, filed with the court a detailed forensic psychology report and says his client is incompetent and needing immediate psychiatric treatment. Whether she will stand trial to face the charges will be determined, but for McNeely, an OSU student and Stillwater resident, he says on the surface the charges fit the crime.
I think it was fair. That's what she wanted to do, I guess. But there are punishments, and you're going to have to face that.
Now, the Payne County District Attorney wants a mental evaluation because of comments Chambers' lawyer has made over the last 2 weeks. Coming up at 6, hear from that lawyer, and I'll walk you through this evaluation he handed to the court today showing Chambers' mental state. Reporting live in Stillwater, Joe Hinkie, 2 Works for You.
As we go in depth now, at the look at the difference between manslaughter and second-degree murder. Manslaughter charges apply when a suspect commits a misdemeanor like a first DUI and someone dies as a result of their actions. A suspect can be charged with second-degree murder under 3 conditions, including depraved indifference to human life. For instance, if a suicidal person takes others' lives in the act of trying to take their own.